Love Matters with Grace. Thanks for tuning in again. So I'm really excited because, as you can see, we're in this super colorful neon lights, gorgeous rollerblading derby. And today we're going to be talking about a pretty interesting topic, in my opinion. Now, as much as I would love to say that once you find the Mr. or Mrs. Right, you're just going to live happily ever after, reality is that's not the case, because life has its ups and downs, highs and lows, and as much as there is good, there is bad. But I think the real question is, how do you know if a relationship is worth going and healing and fixing versus when a relationship is toxic and it's just not worthwhile? And honestly, that's for your own good too, right? But I think I shouldn't be the only one talking about this topic, which is why, as we're rollerblading, I'm going to take the chance to talk to two of my fit and fabulous friends and really get their take on how they see relationship problems and how they deal with it as well. So I think they're here already, getting laced up, so let's go check them out.
After you.
Thank you.
What?
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Okay, my name is Yutali. I have been married for 19 years.
How did you get to know Grace?
Actually, it was really interesting. Grace was a guest at a charity event, and my son, Jacob, was like 6 years old, and he was interviewing Grace, so that's how we know each other.
I'm Jessica Wong. I met Grace for the first time actually during a work trip to Italy. That was the first time. I remember as soon as we landed, Grace was so nice. We were just chatting and we gotten really close throughout that whole trip, just working together. It was really fun.
How would you describe your relationship?
Oh, we're really good because I've always been a pretty long-term relationship person. I don't really get into a relationship just for the sake of being with someone. So I feel like we act like an old couple almost. We act like we bicker, you know, like we're really comfortable together.
I can see them, I can see them.
Where should we go?
They can see me, oh, boo. All right, let's go over to find them now. Hi! Do you guys know how?
Not really.
No.
Look at
Okay, good. Good, we're on the same level. Look at you.
She looks like she does.
Oh my God, true. I'm gonna hold on to this.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Your hair is so curly. How was your trip?
Good.
I'm so glad you're back in time.
Right on time.
Okay, so I think they've already told you guys that we're going to be talking about relationship problems today.
Okay.
And it's not because I think you guys have relationship problems, it's because I think amongst all of my friends, I feel like you guys are like the most grounded and level-headed. Like you guys will not be like the kind to be
now.
like,
Take that.
like, I could not imagine her being like, no, I'm angry. She'll probably be like, okay, let's calm down. Let's take this step by step. And then you'd be like, girl, listen to me. Like, this is what you should do.
That's
exactly
right.
I was just telling them, I was like always yelling at my friends when they have voice
I
problems.
was like, why is this even a problem? You guys should talk. So I was like, this is perfect. But
right.
before we start, they want us to do a few rounds and show off our skills that we don't have.
I don't
Okay.
even know if I have any. I can show anything
Hold
else.
your hand. Will that help?
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
gonna go freestyle.
Look at her. She's
I just
like,
hope I'm not gonna
she's
fall.
going. I'm like,
No.
You're doing good. Yo, this is how she
Oh my God, this is
rolls
so
into her
fun.
relationship.
I know. Look at her.
This is
just
so
like.
fun.
Style. I'm like,
Drama.
You thought you want to hold on to me?
you look
Yes,
so
I
cute.
need to.
Stop out skating.
By the way,
yourself.
how do you stop?
Okay, we got this.
Oh my god.
How do you stop?
Would this be somewhere you would go on a date with someone?
Yeah,
Right?
because we get to hold hands.
Yeah.
Instantly,
But I don't know.
right?
I look
Instant.
really. I would be really chaotic. That's it.
But that's okay. It's like going to see like a horror film, right?
Yeah, it's
Because it's
true.
like then you can be like, I'm scared.
And then hold on to the shoulder.
And next thing you know, I'm like face planting on the floor.
No, you're doing really well. Oh, careful, 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 careful. How do you identify with a problem that you want to solve versus a toxic relationship?
There are some lines and limits. So it takes knowing yourself to know what are some boundaries that you absolutely cannot cross.
Oh yeah.
I'm no relationship expert, But there are things that I know that you have to respect your partners and, you know, just do the little things and read the little language from your partner. Like, it couldn't be, it would be like something that they do,
Yeah.
like a body language thing you read and
Yeah.
you kind of understand that, so.
We're all so different. What's yours like?
I like a man that can communicate. Like I absolutely can't be with someone that just close off and not being able to open up emotionally or talking about a problem in a deeper perspective, as in like, because a lot of time you get into fights over little things, but
It's
it
always the little
shows-
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shows deeper underlying issue, and I need a guy to be able to see that.
That's true, because, okay, so I think with my husband, he's more about like, give me some alone time so I can evaluate what just happened, and then we can talk about it
True,
later.
I'm like that too.
But I'm so eager. I'm always like, can we fix the problem? I don't want to go to bed thinking about this problem. Like, I want to like,
Well,
now.
I wouldn't say go to bed
Yeah.
per se, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea to talk or act on it when you're at the height of your emotion.
True.
Yeah, take a little break first and then we'll come back together
Just
and
gather
talk.
your thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Are you guys skated out? Should we take a break? Is it-
Yeah.
Sure.
She's like, finally. Okay. Let's grab a seat and then we can
Yeah.
talk more. Okay. So basically, memory lane is during each episode, we're just gonna fire some questions out, and you guys don't have to like go deep into elaborating, but you can give like a little thought of it. Okay.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. This one is lovely. I've actually had friends who say, I've never gotten into a fight. And then I have friends, and they're proud of it, obviously. And then I have friends who go, you need to get into a fight with your partner in order to strengthen the relationship. Do you think that's true?
I think it's part of compromising, and it's a learning curve because, again, like we said earlier, there's no perfect match. So no matter how lovey-dovey, how much in love you guys are, you still, every day it's a new thing that you learn from your partner.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Yeah,
Do you
'cause
feel like fighting strengthens a relationship or breaks the relationship?
it really depends. Sometimes, like my husband and I fight every single day, but
You
it's
do
not. It's
not.
not.
I don't
No, we,
believe
we just
it.
don't put it on
Bickering.
Instagram or
I
anything.
don't
No,
believe
no. I mean, like, it could be little things. It could be like, why do you make your sandwich like this? You know, we fight over a little dumb thing.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you learn with each other's, you know, a little details
Yeah.
through the fight.
That's
But
true.
sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. But
All right, let's see. One more is, oh, this is good. What is the most creative compromise that you've made in a relationship?
for me and my husband Jason, we're just pretty regular people, and we're not creative in that way.
Yeah.
But we're just kind of like, okay, deadline, forget about this. Let's move on with other stuff.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's creative or not, but we're just like, we know this
It's
is our
very
deadline.
rational. when
Yeah,
you think about
kinda,
it. It's
yeah.
like
I always feel
you're
like
getting it done.
long-term
Yeah.
relationship gotta be rational. though.
yeah.
You can't act on emotion. Because I remember when I was younger, I always like to take some time off. I like to be away for a little bit, gather my thoughts, and I make it very clear. I was like point A, point B, point C. If we don't solve those 5 points, if I
my
don't
God.
speak all those 5 points to him
So
and
organized.
That would be the most, like, oh my God, tiring aspect to go through. Like every time we have a fight, it's not like how we get past. It's like, okay, now I gotta listen to these 5 points.
Pull out your list.
I still act that way more or less. Like
And we're laughing at her. Sorry.
not like
And she's the
points.
youngest.
It's not like
She is the
points
youngest.
I know.
anymore. It's not like points anymore. But I would see a problem with an underlying bigger issue, and that's the perspective of that conversation.
Yeah.
Like that's something that we need to address and work on.
Do you feel like some people, like, they're so blinded by love that even if you don't step in, they actually won't understand and see that? Like, that there's a problem?
But I feel like
Oh,
I have a
thank you.
friend like that. I have a friend like that. She acts on the craziest spectrum. Like she would do really crazy stuff. Like even after they broke up, she would drive her car in front of the house and just wait there, kind of stuff.
Oh no, scary
But I'm like,
Yeah.
but for those people, when they are at the height of emotion, they don't listen.
I know. Have you ever had any family or friend interfere?
No, not yet.
Your kids, have they ever been like, don't
Oh,
fight?
actually, kids, yes.
Really?
Yeah, but not like from
old
any
enough
adults.
now, yeah.
But usually we don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Usually, because this is the problem between the both of us.
Yeah.
Not anybody else. We don't want. There's no need for any.
Thank you.
This is for me.
Very timely.
No, I mean like, yeah, we didn't normally don't tell anybody because it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
I like that though. All right, cool. Let's go to commercial, and when we come back, we can dive in deeper about these relationship problems.
Okay.
All right, see you.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW, watch me walk away.
All right. Okay, I think we just touched base on lighter questions. Right now, I do want to talk about, which is I think really relevant to what's happening right now, is the pandemic. Do you feel like the pandemic has made some people more like on edge?
Totally, because you know you can't really go out there and have some fun and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to force to be staying at home.
Exactly.
So yeah, you see each other more often,
I
and
think
then
it
will be
gets
more
deep.
argue.
Yeah, it gets deep because some relationship were built on purely two people just love having fun with each other and going out. Just
Yeah, or
maybe
them
a lot
going
of
to
people.
work
Yeah,
and
they're
then
not very
seeing-
deep in each other's emotions.
Yeah.
Or they didn't have the chance to get to know each other on that level. But
Yeah.
then the pandemic kind of just forced you to like deal with it more. So it broke a lot of couples up.
And also, there's a lot of factors, other factors like work,
Yeah.
other relationship with other
Stress.
people,
Yeah.
and you know stuff like financial stress.
Okay, final question for this little bit. And I feel like this is something I wanted to talk about because I feel like it's more taboo in Hong Kong culture, is how important do you think intimacy is? in a
Oh, I love
relationship?
talking about this.
Go ahead, Jessica. Go
All
ahead.
right, Jessica, that's why you're in the middle. Let me just cross my legs comfortably.
Well, you guys all know I'm like very open about talking about pleasure, intimacy. I think it's I think it's one of the core part of a relationship. Because
Yeah.
if you can't, of course, mentally connecting is very important, but I think there's a very deep, loving, like almost soul exchanging experience when it gets to intimate time
Yeah.
with your partner. Because that, you know, skin to skin, body to body connection.
Yeah.
That's why it's even the same for babies and mom, right?
Yeah.
Like that, you
That's
know,
where it
heart
begins,
to heart,
right? Mhm.
skin to skin connection. And when you fully, you're almost like surrendering and be fully vulnerable. You're just bare. You're just a
Yeah.
human in your skin.
Yeah.
And being able to feel comfortable and loved and just really enjoy that moment with your partner.
Yeah.
It's a big thing for a relationship.
Yeah. So you've been married for 19 years. Like, do you feel like intimacy from obviously when you first started dating to now has been different?
A little bit, you know.
Because
there's-
I mean, you have kids. It's not that you can always get private time for the two of you, right?
Yeah. But we always have private time though. Like if like when they were young, the kids were young. Like we send them to bed at like 7 p.m. and then we gradually like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So when they go to bed, that's our time.
So you made the
You know,
time.
yeah,
And
we
that
made
was
the time.
so that was set there so that you guys had that.
So we can go out to have dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
do whatever. Yeah.
So physical touch, do you feel like it's like that kind of intimacy? Do you feel like that's not as spoken of in Hong Kong culture because people are scared to talk about it, or
It is.
scared to be like open about that?
I feel like Asian culture in general, we're more shy in terms of this kind of topic, even sex ed, all
Yeah.
of that. I was recently having discussion about my friends and their young kids, and like they're getting into that age where they start exploring themselves and how to get into it. And I love how there are more talks about it out there. There's
Yeah.
like conferences, there's like little series, little videos out there that
Yeah.
starting to talk about it more. And I think definitely one very core thing is make sure this is not a shy or taboo topic. Make it a healthy thing.
Yeah.
Make it healthy and make them feel comfortable. At least telling you when they don't understand something, like asking you, hey, I started feeling a certain way, and you can have a really healthy, open, honest conversation about it.
In my family, we never talk about it. Just never. It just,
Mine neither.
yeah.
Too traditional. It was just
Yeah.
like my mom didn't want to. She didn't want me to feel that it was so open that I would go and be adventurous about it.
Yeah.
Right? Because then it
Yeah.
would make me go, oh, this is what I should be doing. Right?
Yeah. So I'd even seriously learn like nothing from them.
Yeah.
Or sex or having a
neither.
period and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You all learned that from either from school. Well, the school wasn't talking about much about it. You learned it from your friends.
Yeah. And wouldn't it be like a safer place to learn it from your family if that was like it came from a good place?
I went to a sex therapy workshop just as an experience, and it was like a work thing, kind of. But then there are other participants that came from, you know, normal day-to-day life, and they did address their own issue. There are a lot of issues that was being addressed by other panelists that I think heavily were based on communication mostly. A lot of it comes from maybe their partner likes things a certain way, but they don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Right.
But they don't know how to address it. And they even have like a worksheet for things to try. Would you try it, yes or no? I think it's a good little practice for
Yeah.
you and your partner. Just sit there and like circle, and then you compare your two results and be like, could we maybe try that? Oh, and that's like an absolute no for me.
That's actually amazing because on another episode of marriage, we were talking about the 5 love languages, and that's a test too, right? You guys both do it. You see how you communicate your love to each other in different ways.
Yeah.
But this is important too.
Yeah.
Like this is a test that more couples should be doing because
Yeah.
then that would be a way easier thing to talk about in the future.
Yeah, 'cause
you
It's
make
easier
that
if you put
work.
it in paper.
Yeah.
It's easier than just say it.
It's a
out
good
loud.
step
Yeah,
forward.
you can be more honest on
Yeah.
paper, right? I love that. This is great. Okay, I have one little section left for you guys. We're gonna play a little bit of truth or dare. Go back to the teen days. Are you guys ready? It's
Yeah,
just
let's go.
set up over there.
We have to
Be careful.
stand up elegantly.
Oh my goodness. So, just for a little fun, like after all that heavy talk,
Okay.
we actually made this especially for the show.
Okay.
And all you have to do is spin, and then wherever it hits and lands, we can take it out and you have to answer the question. But if these questions are too embarrassing or hard to answer, you can choose to take a potion.
Okay.
This is my love potion. And then one of them will say spin again for Grace, so that means I
Okay.
have to answer that question.
Okay.
Okay.
In this beautiful white concoction, we have milk, black sesame, chocolate. Everything sounds pretty good.
Oh my god, I don't know if I can like
I can't drink
I can like
milk, so I have to
lactose.
It's not oat milk. And then we also have pepper and chili flakes.
Oh, dang.
And
I can
then
do spice.
in this one, we have mango, butterfly PT, red bean paste, ketchup, pepper, and vinegar.
Well, kind of like a Bloody Mary kind of thing,
Is it?
right?
Is it? Do you want to try this Bloody Mary?
Well, one thing for sure, I won't drink that.
one
Because
sounds-
it's milk.
It's gonna be like the dry poem's just gonna.
That's really good. Okay. Utah, you
right.
can go first? Okay.
Stretch.
That's not gonna help, bro.
No.
Not spin for Grace.
One night in.
Okay. Want to read this for her?
Okay. Where was the dirtiest place you have had sex or made love? Details. Like dirtiest as in like naughtiest or like gross dirtiest?
I like clean places, so. I don't know what to
What
answer.
about naughtiest?
Yeah.
Staircase?
What? That's right. Like at home or?
I can't tell you more though.
Details!
Oh man. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Utah has a shy moment. This finally corrected.
Nobody ever see that. Nobody ever see that.
Nice.
Okay.
Your turn.
You gonna spin?
I need to find my balance before I start.
I know it.
Okay.
Oh man.
This is a good device.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
it's
love it.
smooth.
That's smooth.
Hey.
That's random.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
What?
Who are you gonna ask?
She scared you.
Am I asking you this? Describe your first sexual awakening. Details.
What's a
Zoom in.
sexual awakening?
A sexual awakening is knowing
Yeah.
how to properly enjoy sex, I guess.
Was it with the person or a toy?
Um,
Too much information? Do you want to take a drink?
I started pretty early on. I started knowing touching myself give me pleasure when I was 8 or something. So it's pretty early on.
That is super early.
Good
But
for
I
you.
think kids these days,
Wow.
yeah, I heard stories from my friends about their kids and they need to have conversation about it. Because it's human nature, right? If you accidentally touch it and you just started having senses, then
That's totally okay.
yeah, it's a new experience for you. But back then I didn't know what it was.
All right, okay, last question. Do you guys remember the first time you said I love you to someone and really meant it?
We're both thinking.
No, I think I learned about like love as a relationship pretty late because of you know childhood trauma and all that. And I think I was 20, 21.
And then for you?
I think probably to my husband when we were dating and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Because in Chinese, in our culture, we don't say I love you.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, I guess so.
Thanks, guys.
No, thank you for having
your
us. Thank you.
sharing.
No
And thank
problem.
you, everyone, for joining us. Love Matters with Grace and our topic today of relationship problems. I hope you guys have learned a little something and continue being strong in any relationship that you're in now. See you guys next time. Bye.
Stand up elegantly.
I feel like we're
The best thing is on camera. You just took a dump and there's no toilet paper.
It depends if it's wet. Like if the sorry,
need to tell us
too
that
much
much.
information. If it's like a wet poop, it's like slightly harder.
Okay, good.